Hey y'all, welcome back to Daydream Tarot. My name is Jewell, and I'll be bringing you your monthly love and relationships. Sorry, your monthly love and relationships reading for April 2020. If you guys would like to like, share, and subscribe, I really would love it if you subscribed, so you guys can get those alerts. And then also, if you want to book a personal reading, the info is down there in the description box. Alright, you guys, if you have any inquiries, you always can hit me up as well. There's also some information down there in the description box for that as well if you have any inquiries, okay? Alright, you guys, thank you for joining me once again. Happy birthday to anyone who's a cross watcher that is an Aries. I have to keep my eye on y'all sometimes. Alright, so here we go. When I first shuffled, you guys, I usually pull 3 cards, 1 from 3 decks, and this time 2 from 3 decks came out. So obviously there's 2 groups of people that need to hear these individual messages, so that's what we're going to go with, okay? Gotta do what Spirit say. Alright, so let's start with the first group over here. So the overall card is Maputla. And this is from my Elle Qui deck, which means she who. And so she who guides is what Maputla is about. New path, guide, and renewal. So Maputla actually means like pale. And if you can see her, she's awfully pale. Like even her hair is like silver and all that kind of stuff. So definitely, I think this is like the representation of starting fresh. You know what I mean? Like that's literally the word I just heard, was starting fresh. Like wiping the slate clean. I feel like some of y'all are just wanting a new journey, you know what I mean, and just wanting to be wiped completely slate free, clean, you know, from this situation or from this relationship that probably has just ended. It's kind of what I feel, is that it just ended. I pulled round and round. Oops, sorry guys. Round and round. This is from my wisdom deck, and 25 breaks down to a 7, which we know can be, you know, conflict for some people. And so the fact that it says round and round, that's definitely what I feel from this card. It's just the round and round and round we go, you know, where we stop. And so it's like the non-stop is what I feel like it represents mostly, and you just want to be free from that. Like just wipe the slate clean, and it could be within your own relationship, and you're just thinking, we just wipe the slate clean, let's just start over, you know. But for some of y'all that are single, that this pertains to, you're getting out of a situation and wiping the slate clean. Okay. Alrighty. So from my Moon Oracle deck, I have Sovereignty. It's one of my favorite cards. Sovereignty. She looks so regal sitting up there. So for Sovereignty, I just feel like finding the purpose, finding your purpose. And maybe you were in a relationship where you felt like you had no purpose or very little to give or offer or anything like that. And so you're coming out of that way of thinking, and you're coming into see like your power. Look how powerful she is. Look at that. Like reevaluating, you know, things like that. I feel like assessing is a big part of what people are doing. Just definitely trying to find your purpose. You know what I mean? Like that's all I can say. Is all I can say, y'all. All right, so let's go ahead and look into this second group of y'all. So the overall energy for the second group of y'all, I have Alice, or it could be Alice, but I think it's Alice. AY. And it says, she who grants wishes. Wish, desires, and hope. So I feel like maybe some of y'all have a little hope left in your relationship. No, but I feel like some of you guys are hoping maybe for a next level type thing. You know, maybe even hoping to get married, you know, things like that. Maybe you've been together for a long time. But definitely expressing yourself and telling someone what you want, what you desire, you know, what you're wanting for yourself or for you and this other person, you know, as a union. I feel like there's some healing going on within this, or maybe you're just healing, you know what I mean, and your desires could even be changing for some of you guys. Okay, so let's look at your wisdom card. So I pulled Blessed. There we go. Blessed 22, which breaks down to a 4. Which we all know is like maybe the grass is greener on the other side. Maybe this renewal or this start or something, this hope and wish that you are trying to come about. Like I said, I feel like some of it comes from some healing places and you're coming into a new phase. I feel like, you know, the blessings are coming. This is the right thing for you to be doing. This is what you've been praying for, your answered prayers. You know, the grass is greener on the other side like you thought it was. You did think that this opportunity was better or this person was better, and they ended up being better, or the situation ended up being better for you. Okay? Alrighty. Then we have the masculine. Okay. Standing in all his power. Look at that. Okay. So that's 42, break down to a 6, which is usually like balance and harmony. And so maybe that's what this is. It's just balancing these different phases that you're going through, maintaining your balance. You know, like a tree that's planted, you know, like you may blow all the leaves off of it, but you know, everything else is still there. So maybe this is just for you, the reminder for you to stay grounded, to stay planted, to stay firm in what you believe, what you want, like I said, with your desires and all that, and you will be blessed, is what Spirit is telling you. Okay? Alrighty, so let's take a look at some tarot, y'all. Okay? So let's look at our first group here. With the sovereignty and the Makutla and the round and round that's going on. For y'all that are wanting this new path, the new purpose, you know, coming into your power and things like that. I would say more so coming into your purpose than coming into your power. So I'm going to start saying it like that. Alright. Alright, here we go, y'all. Tell me about my beautiful Scorpio community. For group 1, I guess. That's what we're calling y'all. Group 1. Alright. Let's pull some cards. Okay. Alright, so right away we have the Page of Wands came out, you guys. That new journey, that new path, that action you're taking, headed towards your new path, your renewal. Definitely with this Judgment card too, I feel, you know, making those decisions. I do see here with this, I have a King of Wands here for you guys. And then I also have the Seven of Wands here. So I kind of feel like maybe while you guys are going through this, that you're not talking to very many people. You know, maybe you become a little distant even, you know, while you're, you know, or maybe your new path requires you to become distant. It could even mean that you maybe feel like you have to stop talking to people because of the energy that they bring. Like, it's how people can bring you toxic energy. I feel like that's what this is about. And you're having to just say, you know what? I got to sit here on my throne. I'm going to have to leave you over there. I'm going to have to sit here and do what I got to do and stay in my power because, you know, I can't do that. I can't talk. I can't gossip. I can't sit up here and listen to this nonsense. You know, like all this stuff. I just feel like you're just like with that round and round. With that round and round, you are so over it. It's not even funny. Okay? So let's pull out some clarifiers and see what we get, y'all. I'm just going to clarify with Rider-Waite. Rider-Waite deck. And the deck that I was using before, excuse me, with these cards, this deck right here, this is my Gilded deck that I love so much. Alright, y'all. I've already pre-shuffled the cards as well, so I won't have to get into it too tough, but I'm going to pull some cards to clarify for you guys. Clarification for my beautiful Scorpio community. Alright, y'all, here we go. This Page of Wands. Let's see what the Page of Wands says. Ooh, look at that. Definitely trying to get away from the past, I feel like. Let's see what else I'm pulling more card. Page of Wands regarding my Scorpio. Look, y'all, that 7 came back out. The 7 of Wands. Yes, so you're not wanting to talk to this person anymore. Or maybe you really are defensive when it comes to, you know, doing something for this person or, you know, even talking to them. Maybe you just have this, like, I feel like it's like irritation to where you don't want to talk to this person, you know, to where someone's like, oh my God, they calling again, you know, something like that, because you're trying to go ahead and move forward, you know. All right, y'all. Ooh. Let's see about that Judgment. I feel like that irritation is real, though. Judgment, look at this. Decision to walk away. Abandon all of this. All of this. And it could even be a marriage, because, you know, that Judgment could be like a legal document or anything like that, too. It could be you choosing to walk away from your marriage completely, because you're tired of the round and around. Round and around. You're tired of going round and around. All right, let me pull one more card. Yeah. You want to be single. Look at that. That Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. And maybe some of y'all are better off on your own, or maybe you feel like you do better on your own. You're more successful. You can keep your money. You can save money even. You know, maybe you have somebody spending all your money up. And it's like, I can do all of this and, you know, work, and spend all this money on myself, or, you know, go hang out or something. You know, but you definitely are making a decision to choose something else other than the relationship. Okay, so let's take a look at the King of Wands. Page of Wands came out. Isn't that something how these cards do this? Page of Wands coming out. So that's you wanting to just go ahead and choose this other journey. And I do feel like this is you with that irritation, sitting there like, oh, everybody can just leave me alone. Everybody can just leave me alone. I can do what I need to do. You're trying to get on this journey. You're trying to head off. You have made a decision to, you know, maybe even just further your career, but it doesn't coincide with what your relationship is doing right now. Okay. So I had two cards pop out. Look at this, y'all. Okay. If this don't tell you what is going on right here. So we have the Two of Swords. And then we have the Knight of Swords coming in with that truth. You have made a decision, and that clarity is coming through big time. Big time for you. Making that decision to move on, to start again, to have some kind of renewal, but probably by yourself is what it's looking like. All right, tell me about the Seven of Wands, please. Tell me about the Seven of Wands, please, Spirit, regarding my Scorpio community, Group 1. Okay, I'm pulling a card. Alrighty. So I grabbed the Queen. I didn't grab it, but the Queen of Pentacles came out. Okay, and I feel like this is just her looking at that offer like, I don't think I really want this. You know, that's the assessing, the looking to see. I don't think so. You know, it's like, I don't think so. I don't know. You know, definitely with the Seven of Wands here. Can you see how he's just standing there? You know, and then like all these other wands, it's like he's just standing firmly like, I don't think so. I don't think I want to deal with this. I don't think I want to talk about this anymore. You know, kind of energy coming through. The reason I say that is because this comes through. See, with this, we have the Eight of Wands. This is like the actions coming through and things like that. It's just like, that's it though. It's like you don't want to really deal with it. I don't think you don't see it as stability any longer. I don't believe. And I feel like for some of y'all within this group, it's like you're tired of communicating about it. You're tired of talking about it, just flat out, completely. Okay, all right, you guys, so let me know in the comments what happens for my Group 1 if you're in Group 1. I'm gonna go ahead and pull some advice for you guys, and I'll move on to my Group 2. Thank y'all for being patient. Spirit just does what it wants to do. So let's go ahead and get into this for my Scorpios. Alrighty, what advice do you have for my Scorpios regarding love and relationships? Alright, for April 2020. So we'll go ahead and take the top 3. First one is ego. It says the illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, and getting caught up in fear and worry. So maybe I kind of feel like for some of y'all maybe that's the thing that's making y'all kind of be in this, I don't know, you know, the assessing stages, because maybe you feel like you're going to lose a lot more if you leave this person. The Two of Winter comes through, which is like the equivalent of the Two of Swords. Indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. Feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. Okay, that was just what we were talking about, you know, having to make that decision. But you need to make it, because I will tell you from personal experience, and because I just know it doesn't matter if you do something about it or not, it will still happen. Okay, if it's supposed to happen, it will still happen. Okay, so all you can do is just try to prepare for it, brace for it, or, you know, any way possible, handle it, or it's gonna get handled for you. That's just how, you know, how it is. We all know. Okay, so lastly, I have the Ace of Spring. And it says it's time to take action. This is equivalent to Ace of Wands in a normal deck. It's time to take action, be fearless, and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. Amazing career opportunities. So that's what I was definitely feeling with you guys, with that job coming through, and it just, you know, maybe your lifestyle is going to change. Maybe you're going to get more money or something, but your relationship is just not conducive to what you're trying to do. All right. So moving on to group 2. So let's just recap. You guys have the wish, desire, and the hope. There we go. You guys also got the blessed and the masculine. Okay. All right. So let's get into some tarot and see what we can see. And I'm going to use my Gilded deck again for this. For you guys on this. All right. Tell me about my group 2 for my Scorpios regarding April 2020 for love and relationships. Okay, here we go, guys. So while I'm shuffling, like I usually do pick up messages, I keep hearing be still. Just be still. Let's get into some tarot, so it does go. And for some of y'all, I feel like someone is telling you to be still. You know, like, don't worry about it, just be still and wait. You know, like that kind of be still. So let's see what we got. Okay, so some of the same stuff popped up. Okay, so first we do have the High Priestess came through for you guys, which is usually like I say, the most truest to your energy, the High Priestess. Definitely, I feel like you're wanting to just kind of like move on into a different realm. I want to say, I feel like this is spiritual for some of you guys, for sure. Maybe you guys have been doing like some kind of spiritual healing or some spiritual journey that you're on right now, or maybe just trying to like manifest, you know, things for your personal or your relationship. I grabbed the Page of Wands. What I have next, which is, you know, wanting to take that journey, you know, making a decision about the journey that you're taking. You know, like I said, for me, this is like a spiritual, you know, a spiritual journey. And then next I have the Judgment card that comes out with my Page of Cups here. Okay, and then I have the Two of Swords. So with the 3 of these here, it's just like you're definitely trying to make a judgment call on a love situation. Okay, and I feel like, just like, you know, kind of like my group 1, it's just like the journey that you guys are on right now. It's like a self-exploration. It's kind of what I feel like with this, is that spiritual journey, doing the inner work that you have to do to like better yourself so you can be better for somebody else. Okay, alrighty. So I'm going to use Rider-Waite, and we'll get some clarifying going here. Ooh. Okay. Alright. Clarify these messages before me regarding my beautiful Scorpio community, group 2. Play it safe is what I heard. Like, play it safe. Maybe you guys are feeling like you need to play it safe, because there could be a divorce on the table for a lot of you guys as well. It's almost like they're the same, but they're like slightly different. So let's look at these clarifiers. Let's see what we can do. So the High Priestess. Tell me about the High Priestess, please, Spirit, regarding Scorpio for April 2020. Love and relationships. Okay, so Knight of Swords comes out. That truth is coming down. And you may have found it through like a spiritual journey. You know what I mean? That you've been taking. Yes, for sure. Ooh, now this is interesting. Both of these wanted to come out together. Three of Wands and the Three of Cups. Now this could be like just you may have found your happiness on your journey. You know, sometimes this can be a three-party situation, and one person just needs to be chosen, or a journey needs to be chosen. It could be, you know, you secretly found out about something, and now you're having to go ahead and move on. You know, that truth bomb came through, that clarity comes through, and it's like, you know, I don't want to do this anymore. That's what I feel like. See how she's just like, you know. So for some of y'all, it could be that, but for others, I do feel like it's that spiritual journey coming through that has given you the clarity. All right, so let's look at the Page of Wands and see what we're talking about with this. Tell me about the Page of Wands. Ooh, the Lovers comes out. So Lovers could be a Gemini for sure, if you guys are dealing with a Gemini. Or it could just be moving on to another love situation. It could have been a third-party situation that originally started and you made a choice, you know, to just choose one, or to just probably choose yourself. Could be. Let's see. Oh, this popped out. Okay, Two of Cups, y'all. Definitely a relationship. Definitely a relationship is the journey that you're heading on. So you're choosing someone probably else. And so that's what this three-party situation is about. Is that you don't want to do that anymore. You're going to just choose one person to be in a relationship with, or that person is choosing you. Okay. Let's look at Judgment. Tell me about Judgment. Tell me about Judgment for April 2020. Love and relationships. Look at that. Sorry, y'all. Alrighty. So we got the Six of Wands. You know, celebration, traveling, you're happy now, you're moving on, and you're happy with, you know, who you're moving on with. I feel like that judgment that you made is to move on. And some of y'all are moving on, you know, by yourselves, I feel like, but you have someone in mind, possibly, if it's not already set, you know, but making a judgment to just move on from this particular person, you know, that you're in the current situation with. Pull one more card for that and see what else we get for Judgment. One more for Judgment. Oh, there's the High Priestess popping out again. For some of y'all, this is like an emotional journey. And definitely with that too, that duality, yeah, choosing someone, or just choosing to just love yourself and love yourself more and move on. Page of Cups. Tell me about the Page of Cups. Which is also clarified by the Page of Cups. So we'll pull one more card for the Page of Cups, please. Page of Cups. Tell me about the Page of Cups, please. Okay, Knight of Pentacles comes through. So something stable is coming. It's just a little delayed, and it could be delayed because of a situation that you're coming out of and, you know, moving forward. So with this Page of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles together, yeah, I do feel like that. Yeah, I do feel like that three party energy coming back through, and somebody was playing, and, you know, now they stopped playing, and now they're slowly, you know, coming in with an offer for someone. Okay. And last but not least, we have the Two Swords here, which can be a final decision already made, or cut, you know, to cut something off, or to cut somebody off, or it could just be making a decision. So let's see about, let's clarify and see what we get. Oh, the Devil card popped out. That's Capricorn energy too. Could be that you're dealing with a Capricorn, or that you decide to cut off a toxic ass relationship. Okay, let's pull one card. Look at the Two. And that could be the blessing too for you guys on the second group, is that you're finally rid of a toxic situation. You know, and that right there alone make you feel blessed, okay? Tell me about this Two of Swords. Tell me about this Two of Swords. Okay, Page of Pentacles coming out. Yes, look at that. So someone has an offer for you coming in. Someone has an offer for you coming in. So yeah, this oh, you know what? No, you cut off this toxic offer. This want to be a stability over here. You cut it off, hunty. Yes. So you made a decision to cut it off. It could have been like some drama going on too. I feel like some drama going on. All right, y'all. Let's pull some advice cards. Y'all let me know down in the comments what's going on and how that resonates with you guys. Again, if it doesn't resonate, definitely check your sun, moon, and rising. Or excuse me. check some of the other readers, and also check your birth chart. Okay. So let's see. Pulling some advice for you guys for my group 2 Scorpio. Alrighty. Some advice from my Scorpio for the month of April. Scorpios. For the month of April 2020 regarding love and relationships. Okay. Alrighty. Let's cut the deck real quick and then pull some cards. I usually like to pull 3. Sometimes, you know, an extra 1 or 2 might come out. I usually like to pull just 3. And this is from my fairy deck, y'all. This is the first deck I ever got. So special to me. Okay, so we have the Dreamer, which is equivalent to the Fool card, okay? So, embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, and to trust yourself is that reminder for you. Okay, the Star card. Alright, it says, look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, and happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. So definitely with this, you guys, that looking for future, the hope right here, that's what your overall energy is right here. Wishing, desiring, and hoping. Okay. And that happy changes, you know, that bring relief to some challenging times. So, hey, there's some happiness on the way. Last but not least, 7 of Autumn. Okay, it says, have patience and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps. A prudent investment of time or money. Ooh. So take time to rest and plan your next steps is what really stands out for you, for you guys, is because of the things that you're planning. It is going to be challenging, you know, leaving someone, especially if it is a marriage, you know, it is going to be challenging for sure. So just be reminded to stand your ground through all of this, to remain grounded, to not get so caught up, you know, that you come out of yourself. Just continue to pray and keep on your spiritual journey, you know, and you'll get through this challenging times for you guys. Okay. All right, well, we'll see you guys next time. I'll see you probably tomorrow if you guys join in for my my midweek update. So I do my midweek updates on Thursdays, and I do it for the elements instead of each individual sign. So I will see you guys tomorrow if you guys join me for that. And if you also want a personal reading, do not forget to check out the info in the description box. All right, thank you guys. Have a good day. Bye.